All right, everybody, 9:43, and his career has spanned more than 65 years, all right, which includes playing the iconic role of Captain Barney Miller on the hit show. And she is best known for shows such as Taxi and Evening Shade. But what happens when you put the two together? You get the Journals of Adam and Eve. Take a look.
What is this thing with the long neck? Right?
Oh, I call that a giraffe.
And that big bulky thing over there with the stumpy legs?
A hippopotamus, of course.
Why don't I just call this one Stretch and that one Fatso?
Because every animal deserves the dignity of a name that honors it.
Oh, that's rehearsals from their play, which starts tonight, and we are so happy and honored to have these two legends in the house. Please welcome Tony Award winner Linden and New York Times bestselling author and 5-time Golden Globe nominee Marilu Henner. Thank you so much for being here.
Wonderful.
Congratulations on this play. Have you guys ever worked together before?
Yes, we have. We did Chicago, the musical. We did it in Las Vegas years ago, and you know,
a few years ago. Yeah.
So we knew each other then, and now we get to work together now, and he's so fabulous, and I just love working with him, and you know, it's great, and it's such a great show.
Yeah.
Ed Weinberger from Taxi.
Yeah.
I get to work with him again because he wrote this.
Okay.
And so, you know, it's just very iconic, and it takes those archetypes, male, female, you know, I don't want to call them cliches, although some of them are cliches, but it's a very modern take on Adam and Eve, and everybody knows that story.
In a sense, it's the origin of cliches.
Yeah.
What started the whole thing.
Right, because you're taking the story of Adam and Eve, right, and there are people calling them the first couple, and there's this whole comedic twist. So tell us a little bit about what exactly the comedic twist is here.
Well, the concept is that it's much more contemporary. It's obviously not Adam and Eve.
Yeah.
It's two people today, you know, in today's world, what Adam and Eve would have been like.
Yeah, and she's also very feisty, and she challenges him, and so, you know, and we talk about the references to the Bible, like, oh, well, the Bible said we were separated for 200 years, but we know how much that book exaggerates, you know, things like that. And it's funny, you just had talking about cheating, and there's even like an issue of that. It's like, how can I cheat? There's nobody here. You know?
Right.
That's so funny.
So,
It's the battle between man and woman today, told in the terms of the two origins.
I like that. I like the contemporary twist of it.
Yes,
And for you, what was it like to work with Marilu once again?
Once again, yes, yeah. Well, she was pretty feisty even that long ago. As
Chicago.
always,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Ed Weinberger. When you say Ed Weinberger, you know it's going to be funny to begin with.
Right.
Yeah, for sure. And we're doing it at the Sheen Center, which is so great because the Archdiocese has really embraced it. They totally vetted it. It's like so much fun. The families can come, and it's like really clever. Very clever. So
I was going to ask, it's opening night. You guys have only done rehearsal so far. So what can people experience? It's a family setting?
it's at the Sheen Center.
Okay.
So
Sheen Center, yes.
I'm bringing my 9-year-old
cool.
niece and my 11-year-old nephew. They're in town visiting, and so they're going to be coming this week.
Wait, the Sheen Center is
on Bleecker Street,
Bleecker Street.
Downtown, right?
Bleecker.
Okay. Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Right, but
I can't
they
believe
kind
What a
of revamped the
lovely
whole
theater,
thing, right?
What a lovely
but
theater. Off Broadway, you know, you're used to a little bit, but this is really beautiful.
Yeah, and it's great. I mean, I'm a Catholic schoolgirl from way back, so I really appreciate that it's just been embraced by, you know, this parish, the Archdiocese, and everything else. And you want to hear a crazy story? Okay, so it's the Sheen Center, and it's Archbishop Fulton Sheen, right? And so his niece, when I was 9 years old, I did The King and I at a college production, and she played my mother, one of the wives. And so it's like just, you know, it's
Full
like
circle.
Full circle.
Full circle. Yeah.
The two of you have such a breadth of work, right? And it's incredible the amount of work that you guys have done. But you come back to theater.
You try, you
Yes.
know, I guess 65 years is going to be a lot of
I
work.
was going to say,
Anyway, you look at it.
And still going.
But what is it about the theater that brings you back?
Well, the interaction with an audience.
Yeah.
You know, you don't get that when you're filming something. You have to imagine what it's like when it's going to go out. When you get to actually do it on the stage in front of people, you get the immediate reaction.
Yeah.
And that's may have been why you got in the theater in the first place.
Right.
Yeah,
Some say it's
yeah.
harder. Some say it's a harder routine, not only because of the schedule of the amount of shows you have to do, but it's just you're on.
You have to have access to all your brain cells because you're in present time with that particular audience.
The first time I ever stepped on a stage, they asked me to do the last 2 lines in a sketch. And I remember to this day walking, I had never been on the stage before. I walked on the stage and I said the first line and got a laugh.
And the rest
how
is
did that
history.
feel?
Seductive. That you can affect people from a stage by pretending to be something else, and they'll buy into it. That's the glory. The glory you only get in the live theater.
Yeah.
I know they say actors are always learning. Is there anything that you
always.
guys have learned from each other?
Ooh.
Oh. Well, we have similar ways of working because we like to rehearse.
Yeah.
And so, because this is in the style of love letters, so it's kind of presentational. There are times when we're in present time, past tense, in the present moment, things like that, telling the audience. So we're finding those things with each other. And I just love working with him because it's just like riding the wave. What are we doing today? How are we doing it? We work very similarly because we're constantly finding little ways to connect or disconnect, whatever happens.
How did you find this project? They came to you? How did you find this project?
Well, Ed came to me.
Yeah.
Ed came to me. I actually did a play by Ed a couple of years ago here in New York. And when he came up with this project, he sent it to me, and we've been working on it ever since.
Okay. And he suggested me because we had worked together.
Right.
And I said, Ed, you didn't think of me first. We only spent 5 years doing Taxi. Oh, yeah, Marilu would be great for this.
Great to have both of you here.
Pleasure.
Such an honor. I'm going to come see the show. I'd love
Oh,
to come
good.
to the show.
Come and
Oh, you'll have a good time.
Yeah. All right.
Journals of Adam and Eve at the Sheen Center.
Yes, at the Sheen Center, taking place at Bleecker Street tonight through July 28th.
Yes.
Opening night is officially tomorrow.
Tomorrow night.
At 2 and at 7. It's always
Okay.
2. The matinees are 2.
7.
We got 2 shows a day?
Well,
Yeah.
when there are 2 shows.
Yeah, Saturday and
Broadway schedule.
Wednesday and
We've been
Well, 'cause-
doing 2 shows a day.
I know the
Shakespeare.
Broadway schedule is the 8 shows a week
8
thing.
shows a
We're doing
week.
7. We're doing 7.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
but we're doing 2 on
I wasn't sure
Wednesdays,
maybe the
one
Sheen Center
Saturday.
would cut you a break.
You know those Catholics.
Good to have you both here.
A pleasure.